Hey there, YouTube viewers. If you've seen some videos before, welcome back. If this is your first time, well, I'll do my best not to disappoint you. This is going to be a pretty short video. Um, I don't know if you've watched my videos before, you know that I just got back into gaming for the first time in a long time, and the setup I have is still pretty new here. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what I'm working with. Um, so right off the bat, uh, my desktop is actually a workstation. Okay, I'm using the HP Z2 Mini G9. It's a very small, compact workstation platform, and I'll swing my camera around here and give you a little shot of what it looks like here. So this is it. What you see is this. This is my hand. Okay, so that's about the whole size of it. I know the lighting's not great. I don't have any lights set up yet. I'm recording on a GoPro as a webcam. So bear with me. I'm starting out with what I've got. But the reason for this video is because I finally decided to upgrade my mouse. Okay, I've been playing Counter-Strike for about a week and a half. I'm not new to the game. I've been playing it for a while. There's a 20-year gap in the last time that I actually played this game for real. It was back in like the early 2000s. And when I mean early 2000s, I mean before Counter Strike was its own game, back when it was a mod of Half Life by Valve back in the day. Um, I have never played Counter Strike as its own game. So I'm playing Counter Strike 2 online. It's March 2024 when I'm making this video. So Counter Strike 2. So when I got this workstation and this desktop set up, I got it specifically because I was doing modeling, CAD work, doing engineering work and stuff like that. I've used laptops throughout my university study and stuff like that for engineering and physics and things like that. Um, but I got my own workstation um, so that I could start doing my own work at home and stuff like that. So I got this workstation. I took the card that came in, and it was an NVIDIA T400. It's an okay card. It's an RTX card, so it's more for production and things like that. It's not really built for gaming, but it can perform. With moderate graphics settings and stuff like that, I was getting 60, 70 frames per second on Counter Strike. But what I did was I went ahead and upgraded it with an A2000, which is pretty much the most powerful half-size card you can jam into this little package here. Now I get 150 to 250 FPS when I'm not recording and gaming at the same time. When I'm recording, I don't use a capture card. I'm using the video card in software and CPU. So it knocks me down. I'll get 100. Sometimes it'll drop to like 70, maybe 150 in some wide open areas. But that's not the point. The point is that when I got this setup, I went to Walmart and I got the cheapest keyboard mouse combo I could get, which is this. Okay, it's the Logitech Bluetooth. Well, actually, it's not Bluetooth. It's 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi signal with a dongle that has the M185 mouse and whatever keyboard this is. So it's not specifically for gaming. It's got home buttons and email buttons on the keyboard, and this thing literally has a scroll wheel. It clicks to the left, clicks to the right on the scroll wheel, and I think it only works in one direction anymore. But while playing, I was talking to some guys online, and I was told that I should really invest in, if nothing else, a decent mouse. I was having issues where I'd be, with using a pistol or something like that, trying to click as fast as I can to get shots off, and there were gaps in it. Obviously, I'm not that great, but there were obviously some failures between the mouse and the computer and the game software. I was losing clicks, the faster and harder I'm trying to click and stuff like that. So, what did I do? I spent about 5 days researching. And the one thing I found out is that no one agrees on anything. Except there's like half the population that's all for Logitech, half the population that's for, that's for like MSI Razer stuff. It's all out there. Everyone has their own opinions. That's fine. That's cool. I decided to get what I think was going to be the best for me. Um, this isn't my end all solution, but this is what I got. So I went out, and like I said, forgive me. I know the lighting's not great. I'm in my apartment, as you can see. There's a crib behind me. You know what I mean? I don't have this huge setup. This is just my office desk. But I went out to Walmart, and with a discount code and ordering online, I got the Logitech G502X. Okay, now this isn't the X Plus. It's not, you know, a light speed. This is the cabled version of the 502X. Just the standard, you know, setup. Why did I get it? Number one, I've got some pretty decent size hands. Okay, I'm not Andre the Giant, but I'm also not 12 years old. So a lot of the things I saw was that, you know, these what do we call them? Mice? I don't, a mouse. This style of mouse was pretty good for people that had decent size hands. The ergonomics were good on it. So after a bunch of research and stuff, I had the options of getting the G Pro Super Light 2 or whatever it was. I decided against it because it's honestly not that much different in size than the mouse. I know the mechanics are different. I know that it's a better mouse. I know that it's not this size. I get that. But I don't like this mouse. Why don't I like this mouse? Well, um, you get it. So for me to comfortably hold this thing, I've got like this, and if I was to try and claw it, I've got this. So it's very tiny. So multiple reasons on why I decided to upgrade. Now, I don't like spending a lot of money. I like to try to keep it. I'm not a professional gamer. I'm not making any money doing this. I'm actually just recording for fun. I think it's cool. So, I guess we'll do, I mean, there's a million unboxing videos, so I don't know that this is really going to be a big deal for unboxing. Not to mention, I don't have good lighting. I'm recording on a GoPro, so I'll go ahead and just open this thing up. I haven't opened it up. I wanted to. What I did do was I went ahead and got the Logitech G Hub, which I guess is from what I've seen is the software that helps you control your G series products from Logitech. As you can see, that's down here in the corner, and I've opened it. I haven't done anything with it, obviously, because I don't have anything to do with it yet. So we'll pull off this top sticky here. But I got this thing at a pretty good deal. So right off the bat, what do we have here? Okay, so right at the very top of the package is I guess they call it the sniper button. This looks like the cover that comes with it that you can put on that disables the button. It's just a little gray package. I think I'm holding it upside down. If I am, I apologize. I don't know if there is an upside down. Yeah, there is. So as you can see, it just, you know, has a little picture there. Let's see. So, like I said, even though I gamed back in the day, I never spent, okay, let's be honest, I was poor. I've always been fairly poor. Not that I don't make decent money at what I do, but that my life is kind of expensive. I have children. So, I've never been able to have like high-end stuff. Every time I save money for something, something comes up, and it seems that I don't have the ability anymore. Packaging looks pretty cool. It's very flimsy. It's obviously not like your iPhone or Apple products packages that have like $400 folded paper with it. So it looks like the mouse just comes together wrapped in what looks like a taco wrapper, which is fine. The cable, I completely understood, was going to be this rubber cable. It wasn't going to be like a sheath, like a fiber sheath or anything like that. And then, of course, your packaging that it comes in has some pictograms here, pictographs, whatever you want to call them, of kind of how to plug it in. It's got a little QR code here that you get for your, I'm guessing, your software download that I already have. And how to use that sniper button, that you can flip it over, change it from one side to the other, and, you know, then sub it out to where it doesn't do anything at all. Okay? So it's like A, B, C. Boop, boop. There it is. There we go. Whatever. So, let's get into the mouse. Now, like I said, I've never had a true gaming mouse in my life. So this is exciting for me, okay? Going from this to this. Some of you may be like, dude, what's the big deal? It's kind of a big deal, okay? I'm excited. So here we go. Like I said, the paper that the mouse comes in, I feel like I'm about to open this up and have a nice taco. So what we don't have is a taco. What we do have is... I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm kind of speechless. You know, all the extra buttons, all the extra stuff. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let me show you. Let me show you this other mouse, all right? So if I palm this other mouse, which, look at that. Let me get this out of the way. If I palm this other mouse, right? If I just pick this thing up, which is obviously still connected, right? We put it in the palm of my hand like this, and I come over, look at my fingers. Okay, I can literally grab this thing. Now let me show you the other one without moving my mouse, which is still connected, as you can see. Now, if I take this beautifully laid out, architecturally ergonomic piece of sci-fi computer technology, and I lay my palm in it, just like this, look at that. Now I can still cup it. It's not huge, but if I back up just a smidge, you can see that, if I turn it sideways, where the bottom of my palm, the heel of my palm comes down, is almost flat with the bottom of the mouse. So now instead of having my hand drag down on the mouse pad the entire time, I actually feel like my hand is barely touching anything at all. So my hand actually fits, which I'll try to show you. My hand actually fits very comfortable over this mouse. Like, right, this is how I would use it, just like this. So that's pretty nice right there. Let me get my camera set back up. So now that we've got the ergonomics figured out, I'm super excited. I know you can see the excitement in my face under all of this. But that's another thing too. I know you can't hear very well on this because I have this crappy headset and I hate it. For y'all, not for me. It's cheap. It works for me. So, but I've got the mouse wheel. It just spins freely. Click the button. And it's got this click to it. So I'm sure that most people have already seen this, but I'm going to treat this video like no one's ever seen this mouse before. So what I'm just talking about now is the mouse wheel. So I don't know if you could see it. Probably not, because the lighting sucks. That's my fault. Punish me later. So, but the mouse wheel, it just spins. And then you have this button directly behind it that you can click to lock it in place. And it clicks in, so you've got almost like a step in it. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to try it. Okay. That's that infinite scroll. I think they call it the infinite scroll. I'm not 100% sure. So that's cool. Why is that cool? Well, because I do video editing and stuff like that. I do a lot of editing. I do a lot of 3D modeling and stuff. And it's nice to flick something and let it just roll for a while. Instead of having to just click, 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 click for an hour. And then you end up, as you can see, look, I've got another Logitech mouse here. And then I've got this Logitech mouse here. I burned through mouses. Yeah, whatever. So, why did I go with the cordless? Could it, you know, I don't, it's not that big of a deal to me. It's really not. I don't care that much. Could I have gotten the wireless? Could I have gotten the light speed? Yes. But for an extra $40, just to have a wireless mouse does not make any sense to me. If it makes sense to you, that's fine. I'm all for it. Whatever makes you happy, I'm down. Whatever. My point is that I don't care. Okay. And not just that I don't care, I fully believe when you're doing anything where you want the least amount of latency, and I do know that they're getting better with it, but you want cords. You want cables. You want a high-speed internet connection. You got a high-speed internet connection in your house, and you want a good positive connection, the fastest speed you can get in your home, you use a wire. Use a wired connection. You don't use Wi-Fi. You can, but is it as reliable? No. Is there problems with it? Yes. Can you have electromagnetic interference? Can you have radio frequency interference? If you have 10 cell phones going on around your house, does it slow your signal? Yes, it does. If someone's using a microwave in your home while you have your Wi-Fi going, does it slow your signal? Yes, it does. If you don't believe me, look it up. You get radio frequency interference. You can get wave cancellation. Is it going to kill your internet connection? No. Does it matter? To some people, yes. So corded, the way to go. Are the cordless ones getting really good? Yeah, they are. Okay. But, like I said, I don't care. So, that being said, let's go ahead and unwrap this thing. I'll go through the buttons and stuff here shortly. I think this thing's got 13 programmable buttons. That's a lot of buttons. So, let's see. How long is the cable? Longer than I need. Okay, so let's see. Let's fold it over once. My PC's right in front of me, so there we go. So literally, I would only need about a quarter of this cord. But it's long enough. Let's say you had a full-sized ATX full tower desktop unit, and it was huge, and it was flashy, and it was sitting over here, and it had lights, or it was up on the wall, or it was in a fish tank, or whatever you kids are doing nowadays. You got the cord length for it. That's dope. I like that. Okay. So, before I plug this thing in, even though I unwrapped it, it looks like I'm going backwards, let's talk about the buttons. Well, let's talk about the RGB, or the absence of the RGB. Okay, I get it. RGB. It's cool. It's flashy. It has colors. Human beings are like any other animal. Flashy, shiny colors, we love it. I don't care. I'm not there yet. So no, this thing doesn't have any RGB. I still love it though. Okay. Some people are complaining about the rubber on the sides, that it gets sticky, it gets dirty. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of weird around my computers and stuff like that. I wash my hands very, very well before I ever use it, and I keep my area free and clear. So I don't really know what to say in that respect. That being said, I'm going to plug this thing in. So give me just a second while I get to the back of my unit here. I move everything around. Like I said, I have a very small setup here, a very tiny area to do things with, so we're going to pull this out gently. Try not to move my camera too much. Okay, mouse pad out of the way. Please don't judge me on my mouse pad if you saw my mouse pad. Okay, so what are we working with here? We have another USB port, which we knew that we had another USB port, no big deal. Ooh, ding ding. Okay, so now we're gonna scoot this workstation case back where it goes. We'll scoot our chair back up. Now, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and power off my other mouse, because we're done with it. We'll set it over there. We'll keep it for the laptop. We'll keep it for productivity. No, we won't. That's a lie. We're not going to use it for anything anymore except a backup. Don't judge my mouse pad. I love it. I got it from a parts representative for a tire center from an auto shop I used to work out. I stole it. Okay, so now we're set up. There's only 1,000 cords here. We'll worry about cable management at some other time. But I do need to put my, you know what, let's just, we'll deal with that later. Instruction booklet? Yeah, right. There we go. All right. So let's put our Finn Mertens. I made these little 3D printed Adventure Time figures. And no Finn is complete without Jake. Yeah, I know. He's red. He's small. You probably can't see any of this. But that's okay. Take my word for it. He's pretty cool. Now, let's get to the mouse. Ooh. Ooh. It's... My hand feels funny. It's like... let me adjust my arm rests up a little bit here. Get a nice level playing field for this. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, it feels like my hand's not even on anything. I know that people are talking about, like, wait, you want a really light mouse, and I get it, but I like this. This is nice. So, now that we've got the mouse on, oop, I clicked the button on accident. That's another thing that I'm worried about is sometimes when I'm playing games, I get really crazy with my button placement. I'm kind of one of those sporadic people, so if I get, like, if someone jumps out and scares me, I'm probably going to press every button on the mouse at the exact same time. But hopefully being able to map out some of these buttons on this mouse will keep me from having to stretch so far on the keyboard. I'm going to map out some for my chat, for my voice chat, for my buy buttons, for my weapons buttons, selections buttons, and all that stuff. I'm going to try and keep my keyboard down to nothing more than jumping, crouching, and ASDW. So, let's go over here to our Logitech G-Hub. Ooh, the click feels nice too. I know that some people were complaining. So this has the optical mechanical switches in it. So it's got like a laser beam break beam detection system where, I love that. DPI set to 1600. Cool fun fact, this M185, I looked at the specs for it the other night. This thing has about 1000 to 1200 DPI standard by itself. So it's, not by any means is it lacking, but it does not have 25,000. So, but a lot of people were complaining about these switches because of the feel. Okay, I get it. I like it. I know you can't hear it because my microphone sucks, but it's clicking. Here, let's try it. Here, you ready? Psh. I think that's fine. That's fine for me. And the PTFE feet on the bottom, the slider feet, are super nice. So, let's click on this. I haven't been in this application, so what you're seeing is me learning. Meet G502X. Hero 25K sensor. Select the default sensitivity of your G502X. Higher DPI settings will move the cursor further. Customize the DPI further on the sensitivity tab. So let's go to, 3200. Okay, 800. Ooh, okay. 1200. I'm just wiggling it back and forth. 1600. 2400. 3200. Okay. Now 3200 is giving me kind of a headache right now, plus all the beeping from my computer letting me know that I've changed it 100 times. So let's see. That's a lot. I mean, I'm barely, so let's see, left to, let's see, left, right. I'm moving the mouse maybe an inch and a half to 2 inches side to side. Same thing up and down. I'm barely moving it. So we'll leave it at 3200 right now. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe 1600 just because it says to, that's what it puts it on. So screw it. Okay, next. Ultra fast scroll wheel. Scroll for memes with ultra speed, or bunny hop with ultra precision using the dual mode ultra fast scroll wheel. Click the button right behind the wheel to switch modes. Yeah, that's what we already did earlier. Okay, cool. Let's click it on. That way it's not just spinning freely by itself. Adjustable or removable DPI shift. Okay, the DPI shift button, that's the sniper button we were talking about. Can be used to temporarily alter DPI of your mouse. This can be used for specific weapons or items that require more precision. It can also be used to shift the assignment of one or all of the keys on the 502X while holding the button. So I guess if you hold it, you can shift to a different profile. That's what I'm getting out of it. Okay, so precision onboard profiles has 5 onboard memory profile slots. You can store entire profiles for individual games or apps, or take them with you wherever you use your mouse. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't see me taking my mouse anywhere than here. So, destroyer tank. Let's see here. Let's party. Okay, click on the DPI speed number to change it manually. So, DPI is the speed of your mouse on the screen. DPI buttons on your mouse quickly change the DPI speed. Ooh, which buttons are the DPI buttons on here? There's a lot of buttons with G's on them. Huh, okay. Your current DPI speed is underlined. Hold down the DPI shift button to toggle to another speed while gaming. Okay, so we go from 1600 to 800. Very cool. Okay, very cool. We're going to have to get rid of that. I got to get rid of turn off all notifications for G-Hub. Sorry, I can't do it. Choose how often the mouse reports information to your computer. Whatever, as high as it can be. Assign these to your mouse. Okay, so I can do 3200 to 800. 3200, 800. Nice. Okay. To delete a DPI speed, drag it off the slider. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just start clicking buttons. Okay. All right. So I found the buttons. Okay, so it's these two buttons right here. This changes your DPI speed. So as I click down, you can see it cycling through. And then as I click up, you can see it cycling back through. So that's cool. So I guess it doesn't. Okay, so it's got colors too. So as I go through, if you look on the screen here, you'll see that white is 800. Click it orangish, reddish, whatever. And then 1600 is the green, 2400 and 3200. So 1600s are middle ground. So I got 2 up and 2 down from there. So that's actually pretty cool. And I think that's pretty much it. Assignments. Oh, that's right. I can adjust all these buttons, which I might do at a different time. But let's see. Which I don't even think I need to do that in here. I think I would pretty much leave these here for when I'm using Blender or Fusion or any of my modeling programs, my CAD, computer-aided design programs, whatever, to help me. So but I think I can assign all my keys on my mouse directly into Counter-Strike. So here's what I think we'll do. We'll just leave everything like it is right now, right? We'll get out of here, out of the assignments. We'll leave that there. And I will cut the video. Maybe I won't cut the video. Maybe I'll just keep on recording. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just leave everything logged in. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this screen, and then we are going to get into Counter-Strike for a second. Boop. I'm going to let all this go. Let's see here. Text messages. No one likes texting in gaming. All right. So, for some reason, I'm not pulling through on my game screen. Ooh, let's see. I think it's probably because of this. Let's see here.